Well, first of all, I want to talk about the fact that, as everybody who knows me knows, I travel back and forth from Baltimore, Maryland, Baltimore, Washington International Airport to Las Vegas, which you see behind me. I do a radio show at Sports Insider Radio with Brian Blessing, and I've been doing this for the last 5 years. We call it the Vegas Shuffle. And I was joking with Brian in the beginning of the season, and I said, it would be amazing if the Capitals play the Las Vegas Golden Knights. Well, guess what? Game 1 is on Memorial Day next Monday as the Capitals get the job done on the road at Tampa Bay, and now we have a Baltimore, Washington, Las Vegas clash. I am completely conflicted. I'm going to have to take half of a Capital jersey and half of a Golden Knights jersey, maybe sew them together, because I don't know who to root for. I mean, this is just absolutely wild. All these people on Twitter are talking about what the odds were on the Capitals to win the series in the beginning. Listen, guys, things like this happen all the time. If you remember about Leicester in the Premier League, it was 500 to 1 odds, same scenario. These odds are basically often overlooked as they're long shot bets. So when you go to the racetrack and you bet a dog, you're betting a long shot. You bet small, you expect to lose. By the way, I'm not trying to look cool. I just left my prescription glasses at the house. So here's what you have to understand. It doesn't take a genius in the beginning of any new sport or any new season to simply bet the long shots. Spread a little money as long-term options, and then, every couple years you might get lucky and you might win one. And that's just, or have a situation where you can hedge that at the end of the season. But I always joke with Brian that I can't get him to come to the Preakness. The question is, can I get Brian to come to D.C. to actually watch a Capitals Vegas game? That's the question. I'll have to talk to Brian after this video. Now, back to the breaking down of the baseball. I want to talk about baseball and about some things that I've noticed early on in the season. And when I say early on in the season, it's a 160-game season. I'm here at the office at 9:50 in the morning, getting ready for the early games. And when I say getting ready, I'm not going to play the games. I'm researching weather reports, which matter with the wind conditions with these totals. Now, let's talk about the totals first of all. The often overlooked opportunity is the first 5-inning play, but that also goes for the totals. Mike has hooked up with a group that only specializes in totals, and they basically have over 50% of these totals are on the first 5 innings. So if you're a guy out there and you're watching this and you can't get that first 5-inning line, you're costing yourself a lot of money, not only for the side where it's the only true way to wager on an actual listed pitcher, but also the total. I think he's like on a 7-0 run right now in the totals. Now, let's talk about some teams that will amaze you when I give you these stats. It is always normally thought of that when you're playing at home, you have a home field advantage, especially in the MLB. Not so fast. When you're looking at the money return on some of these teams, what you see is a Jekyll and Hyde situation where a team is up money in one direction and down money in the other. So I'm going to just run through a couple. I'm not going to get deep into the stats today. We're going to make this a quick, short Thursday video. Detroit Tigers. If you've wagered to win $100 on every game this season, only with them at home, you are plus $578. But if you played on the Detroit Tigers, every game to win $100 on the road, you're minus $505. So what happens for the season is that means if you're playing them on the road, you're only up $73 for the season. You have profits at home. Detroit, market down so far. Good home team play if you have no access to real information. And a horrible road team play. You take another team, which I'm going to go and find you. Let me give you another crazy example. Seattle. Seattle is basically even at home. They won last night against Oakland. Seattle is up $889 on the road only. So for whatever reason, Seattle seems to get the job done at home, but on the road, but they're not getting the job done at home. So you have Detroit home team, Seattle road team, and these are just generalizations. But now we're going to talk about the Angels. The Angels If you've bet to win $100 on every game, you are minus $843 at home. You are plus $872 on the road. You are plus $29 on the season if you played them completely, home or away. So Seattle gets put in the away camp. For whatever reason, Seattle can't win at home. They get the job done on the road. This is contradictory to most people think in terms of home team edge. You know, the 13th man, the 12th man nonsense. You have another situation, Oakland. Oakland is down $232, which lost to Seattle last night, at home for the season. Oakland is up $474 on the road. They're 25-24, but if you've only played them on the road, you're up money. Another one that's, let me find another one. Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh is plus $353 at home. They are minus $42 on the road. Pittsburgh gets put into that home camp. Philadelphia is plus $689 at home. They're minus $159 on the road. Philadelphia gets put into the home camp. Washington Nationals, who just look absolutely anemic right now, are 26-22 plus $4, 4 games for the season. But they're minus $687 at home at the park up the street from me, because again, I'm in a 45-minute radius from Orioles, Capitals, Nationals. They are plus $409 on the road. So that Capitals are a moneymaker on the road, a dead loser at home thus far in the season. The Mets are minus $366 at home. They can't win a game at home for you to make money. But they're plus $443 on the road. So you have complete polar opposite Jekyll and Hyde. Miami is down $98 on at home. Now again, Miami's 19-30. They're down 11 games, but most of their wins, they've only been a favorite one time this season, and they're 1-0. They're 18-30 as a dog, which is why their numbers are so strong. For the whole entire season, if you've bet on every game for the Miami, and you're 19-30, and you bet every one of those games, 49 games, you're plus $150 for the season. I'm going to repeat that. You're down 11 games and you're plus $150 for the season. But let's look at the real interesting fact. They're plus $250 on the road. That means they're profitable. They're actually a profitable team when Miami is on the road, and they've lost a little bit of money at home. So instead of being up 150 for the season, you'd actually be up 250 if you laid off them when they're at home and you only played them when they're on the road. Colorado Rockies, another crazy team. Down $555 at home, up $1,183 on the road. I discussed this in the last video. Colorado is 100% a road play. Fade them at home, regardless of what you think about that mile-high air. Arizona has just fallen from grace. They've lost 7 games in a row. But because of the fact that their dog record, they're 13-10, they're actually still plus $278 for the season. But they seem to fare well at home. They're plus $228 at home right now, and there's a small profit away, very small. But remember, if you get the right prices on certain teams and you're faithful to playing them by team, not handicapping, you're actually, even after 7 losses in a row, still up almost $300 on Arizona for the season because of that dog money. But let's stick back to my original scenario. So when you look at these teams, home and away, you can unequivocally mark down in your box, Colorado Rockies is a away team. I skipped Atlanta, but let me go back to Atlanta. Atlanta is an away team, plus 1,051 away. They are 17-9 as a dog. I repeat, Atlanta has the best dog record of any team in baseball. 17-9 plus 1,051 away. Mark down Atlanta as away. Mark down Colorado as away. Mark down Milwaukee as away. Mark down Seattle as away. Mark down Oakland as away. Mark down Texas Rangers plus $376 away, minus $604 at home after beating the Yankees last night. Still horrible at home, much better away. Toronto away. Toronto's down 6, and if I'm repeating myself, I apologize. I'm just doing the away teams. Minus 643 at home, plus 241 away. Tampa Bay away, plus 331 away, minus 383 at home. You don't have many teams that are actually profitable at home and losing away. This is a dynamic that I have not seen this season. You have Detroit, plus 578 at home, minus 505 away. You have it's hard to believe. And you have Philadelphia, plus 689 at home and minus 159 away. So when you look at this, you have two teams right now, Philadelphia and Atlanta, that have the home team edge. Every other team that is profitable, it's their away because of the dog prices. This is your Thursday report. I try to keep it short and sweet, but I'm trying to also educate you and give you a little information that you, trying to handicap on your own, wouldn't normally look at on your own. Been following my news source, David Miller's crew with the WNBA. They hit that Seattle game. If you have, it came to me late, didn't have time to release it to my clients, but Seattle plus 6. They win the game outright yesterday. You can check out his Instagram feed at Vegas Ringers if you want to find out how to play David's games. He was just featured in April's Cigar Aficionado magazine. Good day and good luck. Peace.